is CBS News New York.
Now at 8, 2 girls fall from a train while subway surfing. One was killed, the other seriously hurt. The alarming social media trend and what commuters are saying. Outcry after racist rhetoric at former President Trump's rally at Madison Square Garden. Could last night's comments decide the presidential race? And gearing up for Game 3, the Yankees fans cheering on their team at home tonight. Good evening, I'm Alan Devlin. First tonight, counting down to Game 3 of the World Series, the Yankees take on the Dodgers with first pitch just minutes away, about 7 minutes to be exact. The Yankees are down 2 games, but fans know it ain't over till it's over. Jennifer Bissram spoke to some longtime fans who are optimistic their team is just getting started.
It's a historic rivalry between the New York Yankees and Los Angeles Dodgers.
Let's go Yankees!
And for some baseball fans, there's an even bigger meaning that goes back generations.
For me, it's really important. I started watching when I was 5, and it's a really good memory with my dad.
44-year-old Luis Zorita brought his 9-year-old son all the way from Mexico for Game 3 of the World Series.
I grew up as a Yankee fan, and he's watching with me all the games.
This is a picture of Zorita with his dad on a baseball field in Mexico when he was a kid. His son is now in a youth baseball league there. But whenever he's not pitching for the team, the family is flying to New York to make Yankee memories. What do you love about the Yankees?
That they are good in almost everything.
And dedicated, die-hard Yankee fans have been camped out outside of the stadium since Sunday night, just waiting to get their hands on some game day tickets.
I came down last night from Pennsylvania.
I'm just here on just some, faith by God and some luck and hoping that they do sell some tickets.
I'm hoping that the Yankees are kind and release some fair market value tickets for us to get in.
The buzz around the Bronx Bombers could be felt in and around the stadium hours before the game Monday, from the team store to local bars and restaurants in the area.
Soto, Judge, and Stan, back-to-back, 3 back-to-backs, home runs.
And everyone gets free beer.
Everybody gets free beer.
As Major League Baseball's most storied franchise is back in the World Series for the first time in 15 years, pinstripers here in New York are hoping the team steps up to the plate in the Bronx this week.
Go Yankees!
From Yankee Stadium, Jennifer Bissram, CBS News, New York.
Ooh, we really need tonight's game. It is fingers crossed. Look for full coverage of tonight's game and the entire World Series here on CBS News New York. We'll bring you live post-game coverage tonight at 11. Turning now to our weather. Fans out at Yankee Stadium tonight are feeling a little bit of a chill. Lonnie Quinn has more in the first alert forecast. Maybe double up with the Soto and the Judge jerseys tonight.
Yeah, okay, you're right. You can put on a couple of jerseys. It's that kind of night out there. But I'll say this much, everybody. I don't see any weather problems. Oh, the chilly side. That's all right. I mean, it's the end of October, right? It's kind of what you expect. Picture right now shows you a mostly clear sky. The temperature coming in 54 degrees. All right, 54 right now. We'll hold that 54 all the way through the 7th inning stretch if you're going to the game. Maybe about 53 by the time you have the final out. Any weather problems? I don't see it out there. And then if you take a look at what will take the temperature down to overnight. This morning we were 46. Well, if we finish up the game around 52, 53 degrees, we will break into the upper 40s, but just barely for New York City. About 49 degrees. I picture that like around 2 o'clock in the morning, 2, 3 in the morning when we get our typical morning low temperature. But you're down to almost a freezing mark from Sussex over to Middletown. We will get you up to 65 for your day tomorrow. So, 61 today, 65 for your day tomorrow, but those temperatures are going to be building. 74 Wednesday, could be record warmth on Halloween. The record is 81, forecasting 78. I will say the one little thing I want to mention, Tuesday, a slight chance for a shower, but I don't think it's going to be much rain, and quite honestly, Alan, we need a lot of rain around here, and that's not going to serve it up.
We sure do. It's been dry for a while.
Yeah, and I think it's going to remain dry for the most part, but there's a little chance.
Got it. We'll keep our eyes on it. Lonnie, thank you. One girl is dead and another critically injured after police say 2 teens fell while surfing the 7 train in Queens. Natalie Dudridge reports from Corona on the latest incident in a troubling trend.
Just don't serve, you're not with me.
This teen who didn't want to show his face on camera says he reached out to his friend's family worried about her as soon as he heard two girls were subway surfing and fell off the train in Corona, Queens.
I texted a cousin where she was with, and they said that she left the house at 10, and it happened at 11, right?
But they haven't seen her?
No, they never have seen her.
Police say two teens were riding on top of the subway when they fell onto the tracks at the 111th Street station and were then struck by a southbound 7 train. This happened just before 11 p.m. Sunday night. Investigators say a 13-year-old girl was found deceased. A 14-year-old girl is in critical condition. She was rushed to Elmer's Hospital with a fractured skull.
So sad. You're risking your whole life.
According to the NYPD, this is the 6th subway surfing death so far this year. Just last week, 13-year-old Adolfo Samabria died while subway surfing at the Forest Avenue station. And last month, 11-year-old Caden Thompson died while surfing on top of the G train. The MTA has been running public service announcements online and in stations trying to deter teens from attempting this dangerous trend. But at 7 Monday morning, a viewer took these videos and pictures of 3 different people subway surfing.
I see it in the morning and after school.
Last week at 8 in the morning, there were like three teenagers.
Authorities say the 7 line is the most popular for subway surfing because it's elevated and outdoors. Police are now using drones to monitor for people riding on top. City officials have also been calling on social media companies to remove these subway surfing videos from their apps, which they believe influences teens to try these dangerous trends themselves. In Corona, Queens, Natalie Duddridge, CBS News, New York.
An update on a tragic story in Newark. One of the teachers hit by a car last week has died. 66-year-old Laura Cuevas died Saturday night at University Hospital. Cuevas was walking with another teacher on the sidewalk outside East Ward Elementary School Wednesday morning when a car hit them both. Investigators say 2 cars had collided on Martin Luther King Boulevard. One driver lost control, and that car pinned Cuevas against the wall of a high school. The other teacher has non-life-threatening injuries. Early voting began Saturday here in New York, and so far more than 257,000 people have checked in at polling locations across the 5 boroughs. In New Jersey, as of this morning, nearly 112,000 people voted early over the weekend. And in Connecticut, where early voting began a week ago, more than 338,000 votes have already been cast. Intense fallout tonight from the racist rhetoric at Donald Trump's Madison Square Garden rally, with political experts trying to assess the effect on a presidential campaign that several polls say is already too close to call. Political reporter Marcia Kramer has more.
It was shocking even by today's standards.
An avalanche of criticism rained down on the Trump campaign after a number of speakers used hate speech to rally the base. Comedian Tony Hinchcliffe singled out for this.
But there's literally a floating island of garbage in the middle of the ocean right now. Yeah, I think it's called Puerto Rico.
Hinchcliffe also marked Hispanics are failing to use birth control, called out a black man in the audience with a reference to watermelons, and Palestinians as rock throwers. Rudy Giuliani took up the attack on Palestinians.
And the Palestinians are taught to kill us at 2 years old. They won't let a Palestinian in Jordan. They won't let a Palestinian in Egypt. And Harris wants to bring them to you.
Stephen Miller is a senior Trump advisor.
America is for Americans and Americans only.
If your viewers think that that person last night who said those comments about Puerto Rico and the blacks was not vetted by his campaign, you are out of your mind. And
political expert J.C. Polanco, just one of many trying to assess the effect of the hate speech on voters, especially in the battleground states. Michigan, for example, has a large Palestinian population. North Carolina and Georgia have large black populations, and there are many Latino voters in Arizona, Nevada, and Pennsylvania. Political consultant O'Brien Murray doesn't think it hurts Donald Trump.
Everyone knows what to expect from Donald Trump. This is nothing new.
He concedes, however, it could help Kamala Harris in a tight race.
It will move the numbers from how many Harris voters show up because of it.
And what effect does it have on the battleground race?
huge impact because you have people that have been on the fence, have had amnesia, they didn't know where to vote or didn't know how to vote this election cycle. And I think that last night it was made clear that this is a man who campaigns with racists. This is a campaign who has the racists supporting him.
The Trump campaign distanced itself from comedian Tony Hinchcliffe, saying, quote, "This does not reflect the views of President Trump or the campaign." But I recall something the late Mario Cuomo told me. He said that in every campaign there are 2 or 3 things that you can't predict that can affect the outcome of a race. I wonder if this is one. I'm Marcia Kramer, CBS News, New York.
And we've got just over 7 days to go. CBS News New York has you covered all the way to Election Day. Online, you'll find our voter guide with information on key races, how to find your polling place, and much more. It's all at cbsnewyork.com. To the Israel-Hamas war now. Israel's parliament has voted to cut ties with the main UN provider of humanitarian aid in Gaza and to designate it a terror organization. So the bill prohibits ties between Israeli officials and the UN Relief and Works Agency and strips its staff of legal immunities. Now, an earlier bill had banned all the agency's activity on Israeli soil. You're looking right now at video of a UN school shelter in Gaza. The new laws could paralyze the aid operation in Gaza and the West Bank, just as Israel faces increasing pressure from the U.S. to ramp up assistance there. And still ahead tonight, still recovering from Superstorm Sandy, 12 years later. The changes coming to Staten Island to prepare for future storms. And it's not the beef. Why McDonald's is putting the Quarter Pounder back on the menu after an E. coli outbreak. Less than a week out from the New York City Marathon, meet the migrants who are running their long road to the race.
When you've been here in this market for 20 years, there are countless stories that both touch your heart and break your heart. One of the things that I love about this job is that there will be days where you walk out of here and you're like, my God, I'm inspired or I'm motivated. And then there's other days where you walk out the door and your heart breaks. I've had a front row seat to history, and I get a chance to work with my best friends. Who's got it better than me? Nobody.
Hard to believe it's been 12 years since Superstorm Sandy shredded parts of Staten Island, and officials are still making progress to protect its coastline against the possibility of future storms. Meteorologist Vanessa Murdoch has an update on a big project for the South Shore.
We made it out in time.
John Denora fled his Ocean Breeze home before Superstorm Sandy's 12.5-foot surge swept through his neighborhood on October 29, 2012.
Well, everything got destroyed.
Denora lost family and friends. A memorial in their honor rests just around the corner. He lost his home, too, rebuilt and moved in just 3 years ago.
And I got 13 feet of concrete now, and I got 8 pilings 20 feet down, and just in case there's another wave and it hits the house, at least my house ain't going to go nowhere.
He's done his work. The government says it has too. Officials gathered in South Beach Monday to announce progress toward protecting the coast against future storms.
The first phase is finally underway.
The first phase of the South Shore of Staten Island Coastal Storm Risk Management Project. The U.S. Army Corps of Engineers project includes a levee, a flood wall, a seawall, and enhanced drainage.
By late winter, heavy equipment will be put to task, excavating and building drainage facilities in South Beach.
At the same time, we are preparing the designs for the large seawall that's going to run 5 miles from Fort Wadsworth here by the Verrazano Bridge down to Oakwood Beach.
Once 50% of the wall is completed, flood insurance rates in this area will go down.
Work on the seawall is a few years off, but before and after renderings shed light on how it will look. Here's the existing boardwalk in Midland Beach, with a buried seawall and new boardwalk.
I'll believe it when I see it.
But Denora wants it to work and wants to keep calling it home for decades more. From Staten Island, Vanessa Murdoch, CBS News, New York.
The price tag for the project, more than $2 billion. The first phase comes in at $132 million. It includes relocation of sanitary sewers. Federal, state, and city dollars will cover that cost. Vanessa is a meteorologist and covers climate and the environment for us here at CBS News New York. If you have a story idea for her, scan that QR code right there on your screen. So McDonald's putting the Quarter Pounder back on the menu nationwide following a deadly E. coli outbreak. The company pulled the burger from 900 locations after 75 people got sick and one died. McDonald's says a test of its beef patties actually found no sign of E. coli. The FDA believes slivered onions from a single supplier caused the problem, and McDonald's is confident the contamination has been removed from the supply chain.
I'm sure that McDonald's is doing more testing than a lot of other restaurants right now. And so if they're testing their beef and they say it's good, then you can trust that.
For now, the Quarter Pounders will come without the onions. So the Rockefeller Center Christmas tree for 2024 is coming from West Stockbridge, Massachusetts. That's about 2.5 hours outside of Boston. It's the first Rockefeller Center Christmas tree from Massachusetts since, get this, 1959. The Norway spruce will be cut down on November 7th before making its way to the city on November 9th. The tree lighting is Wednesday, December 4th. So time now for a check-in on your first alert forecast. Lonnie Quinn is tracking what's ahead this week, Lonnie. A little bit of a roller coaster on these temps.
Temperature-wise, yeah, they're going to go. Like, look, we had freeze warnings this morning outside the city. Some of you started off in the upper 20s. Halloween, you could be in the lower 80s outside. Here's the picture. Empire State Building, 54 degrees right now on the thermometer. You maxed out at 61. And for the most part, everybody was in the upper 50s, you know, lower 60s. The biggest number, a 65 today in Somerville. But there you have it. 61 is 1 degree above the average for the city. And temps right now, we're 54. In the city, skies are pretty clear, so you have a lot of radiational cooling. You're already down to 39 for the Hamptons, although I don't think overall it's going to be as chilly tomorrow morning as it was this morning. Very similar, but maybe 3 degrees difference between the 2 days. It's just I think tomorrow morning is 3 degrees warmer than you were this morning. You're right now down to 42 in Poughkeepsie. You make it up to 65 for your day tomorrow. So there will be a few extra clouds. We're watching a warm front come through the area. It's got a slight chance for a stray shower. It's not too much of anything. This is what it looks like. So this arc right here is your warm front passing through the area. Most of the rain is north of our area, but yeah, that little tail could put a couple of drops down in the tri-state. Is it measurable? Is it not measurable? I don't think it's going to be much of anything. Then you start to warm things up for Wednesday and Thursday. Thursday, you're really warming things up as we're watching this front approach. Now, this holds our best chance for rain during the work week. How about this? This holds our best chance for rain for the remainder of October. All right, sit tight on that thought. This is Thursday, 3 p.m. We're warming it up. Not so much rain on Halloween. A slight chance. I think the better bet would be on Friday. Halloween, it's all about the warmth. 15 to 20 degrees above the average. Forecasting 78. The record's 81. You never know. So do you pick up any rain with that little warm front? The little green flashes show you it would be less than a tenth, if anything. Better chance would be Friday into Saturday, and that could be a tenth or so. And then a more significant rain, and it's not overwhelming, would be Monday into Tuesday, and that could be a half an inch to an inch in some areas. Those are cumulative totals, but if we get the rain on Friday, we would complete the month of October with no measurable rain. We have never had a month that had no measurable rain in New York City's history. Never had that happen before.
You know, it has.
I don't want it to happen.
Exactly. It has not rained since I joined the CBS News New York team.
This is great.
So maybe it's my fault.
So Alan thinks, oh, the fall in New York is always sunny and dry. Not the case.
There you go.
It's not the case,
There you go, Lonnie Quinn, guys. Thank you so much. Still ahead tonight, the most awarded woman in Tony's history takes on one of musical theater's biggest roles. Audra McDonald shares what the new Gypsy revival means to her. And celebrating 120 years of the subway, what's next for the system that gets millions of people where they need to go?
CBS News New York, your home to start your day.
To Broadway and beyond now. We're learning more about George Clooney's Broadway debut. Good Night and Good Luck will open at the Winter Garden Theater. Performances begin March 12th with the official opening night on April 3rd. Clooney co-wrote the play and will star as legendary CBS journalist Edward R. Murrow. It's based on the Oscar-winning 2005 film, which Clooney co-wrote and directed. Ticket presale begins November 12th with general sale on November 15th. And 6-time Tony Award winner Audra McDonald is back on Broadway in a revival of the musical Gypsy. Dave Carlin covers arts and entertainment and sat down with McDonald to talk about the role and why it's one of the most intimidating in musical theater.
Here she is. It's gonna come true.
She's constantly reaching.
It is the robust, towering role in all of musical theater, Mama Rose in Gypsy.
She's stopping generational trauma. She's refusing to let her daughters end up with the kind of life that she feels that she first had.
Played by Audra McDonald, who has more acting Tony Awards than any other performer, 6 of them. Most recently for 2014's Lady Day at Emerson's Bar and Grill. You select such great roles, and there's a bravery there.
I'm filled with fear. It doesn't mean I don't do it, though.
Curtain up.
Gypsy is the ultimate musical story of pursuing the American dream, ambition and success, and the complicated relationships between mothers and daughters.
Because the story is universal. This is a mother. This is a mother wanting more for her children and for herself.
This production makes Gypsy casting history on Broadway with a trio of performers now in the roles of Rose, Louise, and June.
My experience as a black woman is coming into this to break glass ceilings.
A privilege to be able to play somebody that you can see step into their power and get to do that every night.
Tony Award-winning director George C. Wolfe is at the helm of this highly anticipated revival.
I think it's really about someone wanting to break free of what society tells her she can and can't do.
Looking at a classic with new eyes, fresh eyes, I think that's worthy of, witnessing.
Gypsy begins performances November 21st at Broadway's newly renovated Majestic Theater. In the Theater District, Dave Carlin, CBS News, New York.
So if you have a story for Dave, he covers the arts throughout the tri-state area. Just scan the QR code right here on your screen and let him know all about it. So still ahead here at 8, bricks fall from a building and land on a car with the driver inside. What he heard and felt as this all went down. And honoring decades of service, the difference one teacher makes through his work with pre-K kids. Right now at 8, a daycare employee arrested accused of abusing young children on the job. The signs a grandmother noticed indicating something was wrong. And danger in the meatpacking district. Bricks fall from a building and crash onto this car below. Good evening, I'm Alan Devlin. It was a close call for the rideshare driver whose car was hit by falling bricks. This all happened on Gansevoort Street right across from the Whitney Museum. He spoke to Lisa Rosner right after being released from the hospital.
I'm inside the car, lunch, and something come from the roof.
The remnants of a driver's lunch surrounded by broken glass, smashed car equipment, and a deployed airbag. The driver sitting inside says he was on a break while parked here when he was nearly crushed.
I only hear something boom in my car, and I feel pain in all my body. I heard that noise twice in my roof.
Witnesses described the moment just before noon Monday when bricks fell from 90 Gansevoort onto the vehicle.
And I heard the commotion, people screaming, "Oh my God, oh my God."
That driver left with arm and back injuries, and when he returned to get his car, he noticed additional bricks inside the vehicle and more damage.
Now I see in front of the car, but I didn't see that before.
The Department of Buildings says during facade repair on the 8th floor, a 2-foot by 10-foot piece of facade dislodged and landed on the sidewalk shed an occupied car below. Building employees on site would not speak to us on camera, but said the owner is TF Cornerstone. The DOB issued several violations, including failure to safeguard. It also issued a full stop work order on all facade operations. We emailed and called the owners of the building, but did not hear back by our deadline. For now, the DOB says work cannot resume until the contractor shows how it will prevent future incidents like this from happening. In the meatpacking district, Lisa Rosner, CBS News, New York.
So police say they've identified a person of interest after an attack in Central Park this weekend, but there's no word yet if this person is actually in custody. The attack happened early Saturday morning near 85 East Drive, and investigators say a 38-year-old woman was approached by a man who pushed her over a metal fence, punched her in the face several times, and then tried to rape her. The man left the scene on a bicycle heading north on 5th Avenue. Here's some of that video that we were given by police. The victim was taken to the hospital in stable condition. Day 6 of jury selection in the trial of Daniel Penny. The Marine veteran is accused in the chokehold death of Jordan Neely on board a subway train. This all happening last year. 26-year-old Penny has pleaded not guilty to manslaughter and negligent homicide. Today, 3 jurors were selected and sworn in. They told the court they ride the subway and work at jobs in healthcare, marketing, and software engineering. One prospective juror was excused after she disclosed she had been hit on the subway once and could not be fair and impartial. Jury selection resumes tomorrow. The grandmother of a 3-year-old is speaking out tonight after a Long Island daycare worker was allegedly caught on tape abusing her grandson. Jennifer McLogan covers Long Island and learned why the daycare center failed inspection just last week.
School was very cooperative. They pulled the tapes.
Videotapes which showed Debbie Lesch's 3-year-old grandson being abused, she said, inside his East Patchogue daycare, Way to Grow, when he and a toddler classmate both wanted to play with the same toy.
3-year-old, you know, I want to play with that, I want to play with that. And the teacher was across the room on a chair with her feet up on her phone. She put the phone down, proceeded to walk over, picked the 2 children up, dragged them, and then flung them twice.
And then, Lesch says, the teacher used her fingernails to snap her grandson's ears over and over.
Proceeded to, pluck.
Loesch, who runs a nonprofit that assists families in crisis, first notified authorities when her grandson's loving behavior changed and, she says, suddenly seemed fearful of school. She didn't expect to see disturbing acts of a worker becoming violent, caught on tape, and was told additional video involved 2 other alleged child victims.
We didn't get to see the other tapes because of confidentiality.
A spokesman for Way to Grow says they immediately terminated the employee as well as 2 staff members who witnessed the conduct. And as a provider of quality daycare in the community, are cooperating fully with the investigation.
With their demeanor in watching the video, it seemed as this was an everyday occurrence.
Following the alleged October 17th incident and after more than a week-long investigation, the 33-year-old daycare worker was arrested and will be arraigned at the end of this month.
I feel like justice will be served if she can no longer work with children.
Children and Family Services reports Way to Grow failed inspection last week due to disciplinary tactics and last year for lacking proper staffing. Way to Grow says those were isolated incidents, that it's had a quality reputation for 23 years. From East Patchogue, Jennifer McLogan, CBS News, New York.
And the daycare worker is charged with 3 counts of endangering the welfare of a child. Way to Grow is operated by the Economic Opportunity Council of Suffolk. A law meant to clean up the sport of horse racing can remain in effect for now. The Supreme Court is allowing the measures to stay in place while it faces an appeal. That means the independent authority set up the Enforce Anti-Doping rules can continue to monitor the horse racing after some high-profile horse deaths and corruption scandals. This summer, a federal appeals court ruled parts of the 2020 law are unconstitutional. The Biden administration appealed and asked the Supreme Court to make the final decision. Justices have not yet decided if they'll hear that case. And today, we're wrapping up our New York City subway 120 years on the move special. The transit system celebrated the milestone on Sunday. Transportation reporter Elijah Westbrook examines the state of the subway right now and the plans to expand for the millions of riders who rely on it.
The subway has come a long way, and its 120-year age perhaps might give insight into why modernizing it is not an overnight job.
There's a tremendous amount of money that needs to go into this old lady.
It's no secret. At times, the subway shows its age, from crippling infrastructure to outdated and dirty subway cars that are older than some of the people who ride them.
It's neglect. It's neglect.
And elevated structures that appear to be on their last legs. Seen here are rusted and corroded beams in Brooklyn that hold up these more than 80,000-pound trains. The subway undoubtedly could use much-needed attention. Most recently, the MTA board voted in favor of a 5-year, nearly $68.5 billion capital plan, an ambitious proposal that transit leaders say could be the fix to some of its problems.
There's no question that we have a lot to live up to, right?
I spoke exclusively with MTA Transit President Demetrius Critchlow about the subway's milestone, but also questioning if the system can endure another century at the rate it's going.
We have teams out there around the clock maintaining our tracks, our signals, our infrastructure, making sure that every day is a safe day.
The MTA had its eyes set on congestion pricing, which was paused at the last minute by Governor Kathy Hochul. At the time, she cited it would be a financial setback for New Yorkers, footing the $15 toll to enter the central business district. But transit leaders say that decision cost them $15 billion.
It needs money so that it doesn't deteriorate, so that we don't have a summer of hell.
You may remember in 2017, a series of subway failures became so severe that summer, New Yorkers nicknamed the period the Summer of Hell. It included train derailments and poor on-time performance, averaging as low as 65%. Then Governor Andrew Cuomo declared a state of emergency for the subway system.
Somebody who's 120 years old needs money to stay young and vital and vibrant. And the subways are 120 years old, and they need money for their upkeep.
But with no publicly stated backup plan from the pause in congestion pricing, it's possible the tunnel ahead could be challenging. I spoke with MTA Chairman and CEO Jana Lieber about that earlier this year.
Is there a plan B at this point?
No, it's a real concern. So there's no plan B for $15 billion to show up magically.
Well, there's great uncertainty surrounding the future of the New York City subway system because of the pause in congestion pricing. The transit agency isn't derailing plans to expand it, from game-changing projects like the Interborough Express linking Brooklyn and Queens to the 2nd Avenue subway extension into East Harlem. There's certainly a future for this system as it continues to think of ways to provide more options for the 3.6 million daily riders who rely on it.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
And that was Elijah Westbrook reporting. You can see all of Elijah's stories on the New York City subway. 120 years on the move. Just head to cbsnewyork.com. And still ahead here at 8 tonight, making a difference in the classroom. The teacher marking 30 years with a special honor. And among the thousands running the New York City Marathon are migrants newly arrived in the city. The help they got along the way to reach this milestone. You're going to love this next story. A preschool teacher in Harlem is being honored this week for his 3 decades of serving students, some who are as young as 3 years old. Jesse Mitchell covers Harlem and shows us how he stands out from other staff, leaving a lasting impact on his students.
A friend help a friend.
Harlem's Holmes Towers are home for many of the 3K classmates at Eisman Nursery School. Here they spend their days in the care and arms of Mr. Matt. For 30 years, Matthew Alexander's goal has been to give kids like these a sense of independence.
They're in communities, they're communicating with each other. That's important.
The latest federal data finds out of all early childhood educators across the country, just a fraction, 0.6%, are black men, a statistic Mr. Matt takes seriously.
Okay? Black men should be viewed in other roles other than sports. We are intelligent. We are nurturers and caregivers.
His service stood out to the Daycare Council of New York, now honoring his impact on his community.
It's important that children of all backgrounds see that black men are more than what they see on TV.
As many teachers like Mr. Matt fight to be paid the same as other educators while watching costs for families continue to rise, the Daycare Council has spent 75 years lobbying on their behalf.
You have to love what you do. I would do this job if I didn't get paid for it.
The reward for him is in students like Jerome Williams, who first encountered Mr. Matt as a 10-year-old at Thurgood Marshall Academy, where he was teaching PE.
My biological father wasn't there in my life. I still needed that male influence.
Now 40, the fashion professional got his start with Mr. Matt's guidance on designs. The teacher even gave Williams his first tattoo, a J that has since evolved to reflect their home of Harlem, where he hopes to have a positive influence like his mentor.
If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands.
Applause is in store for the man who has the biggest heart for the smallest of neighbors. In Harlem, Jesse Mitchell, CBS News, New York.
And Jessie is our community reporter covering Harlem. If you have a story you'd like to share with Jessie, you can contact her by scanning the QR code on your screen. So Jon Stewart will return as the host of The Daily Show. He will continue hosting the political comedy show on Mondays through December 2025. The other 4 days a week, host will continue to rotate through. Stewart will also remain as the show's executive producer. He actually left The Daily Show back in 2015 after hosting it for about 16 years, only to return after Trevor Noah left the gig. The Daily Show is produced by Paramount, the parent company of CBS News New York. A beloved tradition got underway today at Radio City Music Hall.
Bless all who are part of this manger scene, these beloved animals.
Timothy Cardinal Dolan and the Rockettes welcome the camel, sheep, and donkey back to Radio City for their featured roles in the living nativity scene in this year's Christmas spectacle. Spectacular, I should say. Cardinal Dolan blessed the animals before they entered Radio City for their first day of rehearsals. This is the 10th year Cardinal Dolan has participated in this event. So turning back to our weather now, Lonnie Quinn is tracking what's ahead in your first alert forecast. Lonnie, welcome back.
Okay, well, it's good to be back with you, my friend. We're going to watch some temperatures steadily increase around here. In fact, we could be talking some records before we're done. But right now outside, the current stats come together like this. You've got a few clouds out there. It's not a bad night. It's a lovely one for baseball out of Yankee Stadium. It's 54 degrees as of right now. High temp, 61. Low temp this morning, 46. So both of those, the high and the low, off by 1 degree. One above in the high category, one below in the low category. Well, we build on those temperatures right through your day tomorrow, right through Wednesday, into Thursday. We'll max you out on Thursday. In fact, a record is possible for the warmest Halloween ever. Not a guarantee, but you're going to be within maybe 2-3 degrees. It's close, right? And then Friday could potentially be the end of our dry streak. Now, there is a chance tomorrow to pick up a couple of drops of rain. There's a little warm front in the area. It's just a better chance on Friday. But if it happens Friday, that's not an October day. Friday would be a November 1st sort of day. And then a cooler weekend lies ahead, which is good for the marathon runners. This is what we saw for highs. 61 in the city. And it was all basically 60s and some upper 50s out there. 59 Poughkeepsie, biggest number. Somerville, you hit 65 degrees. We're going to go 65 in the city tomorrow. So a little bit up from our 61 today. A couple of extra clouds out there. We're watching a warm front come through the area, possibly a stray shower. There's not much. So here's the depiction at 5 p.m. Most of the rain is north of the area, but you could potentially see a little shower. It wouldn't be a big risk, but I just want you to know, like 10% chance. Then you start warming up on Wednesday. Thursday, you're warming up even more so. And here's your chance for rain come Friday. All right, but the warmth that we're talking about really take holds for your day for your day on Halloween. And is there any rain to be had from that little warm front that I showed you for tomorrow? Wherever you see green, there's some raindrops that fall from the sky, but if you zeros with it, most of it's like not measurable, or it's less than 1/10 of an inch of rain. But you would officially break the dry streak if you picked up 1/100th of an inch of rain. Is that going to happen? It's an outside chance for your day tomorrow. More likely to have it happen on Saturday, Friday into Saturday. This is Saturday, 6:30 in the morning. But we're talking about 1/4 of an inch or less. Sizable rain in terms of a 1/2 inch to maybe an inch of rain is out there from Monday into Tuesday. But if you don't get that rain on, say, Tuesday, it waits until November. Your Halloween is 15 to 20 degrees above average. And look at this, 28 straight days without any rain. That's our second longest dry spell. And across the board, 65 builds to 74, builds to 78 on Thursday. And then Friday, a bit better chance for rain. It's about a 30% risk, so even that's not a guaranteed. And then 60 on Saturday with some cooler air in place. But a pretty decent-looking weekend that lies ahead. That's the way that we see it. Al, it's all yours.
All right, eyes to the skies to start the weekend, Lonnie. Thank you.
I like that phrase.
He likes that phrase. You heard that part. I'm going to start using it for you, Lonnie. I'm going to say it every time. The New York City Marathon is this Sunday, and among the tens of thousands taking part will be newcomers to the area. Zania Maldonado has more on the efforts to help asylum seekers feel community through running.
Artists, Athletes, and Activists is a local nonprofit organization helping asylum seekers in New York City get off on the right foot.
Since buses have been coming from Texas to New York City, we've been helping the migrants along their way alongside with other organizations that have been on the front lines.
The organization is running in Sunday's New York City Marathon as an official charity. Among the pack are Sabor Marakik and Bakaru Indanye, both asylum seekers. Executive Director Power Malu says he helped the pair sign up to participate, a huge accomplishment for both men who fled their respective countries, Mauritania and Afghanistan, for a better life.
The migrants that are going to be running with us this year are going to be able to share their story and going to be able to feel the energy of New York City cheering for them.
Rakik, whose wife died on their journey to America, is now a single father of 3 kids. His goal is to inspire them by completing the marathon to follow their dreams.
Marathon very important.
Danye says he came to New York to join his brother, fleeing his home country out of fear for his life.
My dream, since children, my country is cool to write myself arriving in New York.
Alu says he hopes by helping asylum seekers run the marathon, it will create a sense of community among native New Yorkers and those looking to start a new life in the city.
To be running in the New York City streets as a team and as a representation of migrants, immigrants, refugees, it's a great opportunity for others to learn more about the stories and humanize the situation.
Zinnia Maldonado, CBS News, New York.
Stick around, sports is next.
Serving it up daily on New York 55.
This is CBS Sports New York, sponsored by your local Ford stores.
Game 3 of the World Series is currently going on in the Bronx at Yankee Stadium. Right now, the Yankees actually trail the Dodgers 2-0 in the 3rd inning. The Yankees need a win tonight to avoid a 3-0 hole to L.A. in the best-of-7 series. So we've got our fingers crossed for our Yankees out there. And one lifelong Yankee fan now takes the field for his hometown team. This right here, I want to show you. Breakout shortstop Anthony Volpe. When he was just 8 years old at the 2009 World Series parade. He has deep roots in New York and New Jersey. Nick Callaway talked to coaches and fans about Volpe's path to the major leagues.
The New York Yankees select Anthony.
When Anthony Volpe was drafted to the Yankees in 2019, it was a full-circle moment. Volpe was born in New York City and grew up in Watchung, New Jersey, a die-hard Yankees fan. He later played baseball at Delbarton High School in Morristown, where he won 2 state titles.
He's one of a kind. His work ethic was tremendous.
Delbarton baseball coach Bruce Chattel said Volpe was a great student off the field and a passionate leader on the field.
He's been able to, set a path for himself, stick to it, and wind up one day playing shortstop for the Yankees and playing in the World Series. It's just unfathomable.
In the quiet borough of Watchung, fans have followed Volpe's career for years.
Just knowing somebody close by made it so far, and now we're in the World Series, is huge, man.
Here he is on opening day, our very own Anthony Volpe.
Watchung Mayor Ron Jubin presented Volpe with a key to the borough in December.
There's such pride. I mean, he's grown up here his whole life. People have watched his career. And again, just the fact that somebody from little old Watchung, 6,500 people, can be shortstop for the New York Yankees is just incredible.
The mayor told me there's so much pride in Anthony Volpe that even some Mets fans around here are pulling for the Yankees to win the World Series, if only just this one time. In Watchung, New Jersey, Nick Callaway, CBS News, New York.
So, of course, we're going to keep our eyes on the Yankees for you, and you guys can keep it right here for that continuing coverage of the World Series. Look for the latest on tonight's game with live coverage from Yankee Stadium tonight at 11 o'clock. That's all I've got for you here tonight. Thanks for watching. I'm Alan Devlin. For Lonnie and the entire CBS New York news team, have a good night.
Superstar approaching, superstar approaching. I can see clearly now that the rain is gone. That's right.